Do I plan on streaming often? We'll see. Hopefully we can get this shit partnered, right? You know, because it's nice to get paid for work. You can get some flexing. I don't know, man. It's kind of douchey, but all right. You know. Let's see. Would I take Wings back for FPS Boot Camp Part 2? I wouldn't commit to anything. But I won't outright say no. All right? I'll leave it at that. I won't say absolutely not. I won't say that I'm completely ambiguous on the topic. And unlike last time, I'm not going to be like, yeah or no. Because the last time I did one of those, I sort of made this sort of snap judgment. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I don't think I thought he would agree to it at the time. And I don't know. I didn't love it last time. And he is on TRT, by the way, from my understanding, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We've had a lot of bad blood between us. I've seen him say some nice things about me. I'm sure he's seen me occasionally say a nice thing about him. I still think about him every now and then in kind ways. And I probably shouldn't be as big of a douche as I've been to him over the years. But yeah, I won't commit for or against something like that. I don't know. I really need to think about it. Can you see how hard my dick has gotten since TRT? TRT doesn't affect your dick. Yeah, my arms are bigger than Taylor's. We go back and forth about it. We measure up every now and then. I think it's I think it's one of the things that he's annoyed with.
Actually,
what's his chatterbait? Oh, it's Twitch. Never mind. Well, I mean, we'll see. Maybe the Twitch is just a leap off to his true purpose, which is chatterbait, where he's just gonna fuck salutes all day, every day, for us to beat off to. FPS Kyle, the real one. FPS Kyle donating $69.69. Keep up the promotion, boy.
Now, you best be keeping up that promotion, boy, or I'm going to be forced to kick you off the podcasts we do together.
You know, that's what Kyle sounds like when he's not putting on airs for the show, believe you me. Thank you, Kyle.
So tender and juicy.
Thank you for the 7 months. You should use lock and load to come in your wife's ass and have it what the fuck? Fart onto a picture of Kyle so you can... That's horrid. Thank you, Dueling, for the 7 months. No, I don't know about that one. Every once in a while, dude, for me to get a chat and be like, I don't know.
One gets used to the tactics.
I guess we started. Yeah, the first picture is taken June 6th. This is June 6th. We looking thick, boys. We looking thick. We looking thick. All right? Thick and angry. Yes. This is just disgusting mode. This was so hard to achieve. This was the hardest thing I did. This was the hardest thing I did throughout all of this, is grow this, and these man titties, and look at the fucking look at the muscle definition. Look at these delts. All right, I can't even look at the fucking camera. I'm so ashamed. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. So that is June 2nd. Like I said, I've got these labeled, but then this is 1 month later. So already a month later, forgive me, I'm trying to like square this shit up. Still looking fucking chunky. Got the beer belly going on. Got some love handles, which I'm always prone to anyway. But all of a sudden, like, I get a little muscle tone. In this picture, I'm already like, I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Like I'm at this point already. I'm like seeing that like we've got some potential here. That was July 22nd, August 10th, and I've already like gotten some pretty good like muscle definition going. And my forearms are looking a little bit bigger. Like I know it sounds silly, but you can see some veins in my hand, which is just a product. No, not 2010, August 10th. No. I'm sorry. trying to read chat, and yeah, August 10th of last year. But still, I'm still thick. We're still thick in the middle there. Still got plenty of weight to lose. And I will say this, at this point, I'm doing no cardio. Like I'll let you know when the cardio begins, because at no point in this has cardio began yet. It's kind of hard to like keep this whole thing straight because it's a year-long process we've been doing here. But at one point, I went and signed up for DEXA scans, and they do like this full body scan, so you can see like what your body fat percentage is. When I began, my body fat percentage was 34%. I want to make sure I get it exactly right. No, 33.8% is where we started out with at 211 pounds. So I should have shown you this one before the last one, but it actually gives you a better idea of like body composition, I guess. Like you can see it's still kind of round in the middle. Yeah, this is less than 2 months in, and we've already like made a pretty fucking dramatic change. Then July into August. Yeah, here's August 18th. August 18th, and we've trimmed down a lot. Like we're no longer like bulging out, like the belly is pretty much gone. We got like a flat-ish stomach. We're certainly not lean. We're by no means lean. I can even pull up, let's see where I was right about then. At this point, I'm still like 20% body fat, which is like okay if you're a woman, but not if you're a dude. But already like deltoids are like starting to do a little something, but this is by no means like a big dude or anything like that. This is not good shape. This is certainly not great shape, you know, but ways to go. But I'm already like, all right, things are working. Things are working here. All right, we're getting somewhere. Like every time, like that's one of the things I will say that's awesome about the TRT and the workout program and everything combined. When you're working out and you're not seeing any results, it's so hard to stick to any kind of a program whatsoever. Like whether it's whether you're just trying to do cardio and like drop a few pounds, or you're trying to like get into shape, it's a whole lot easier to lose weight than it is to gain muscle, like light years harder to gain muscle. But when you're actually seeing results, it's really easy to stick to a program. And I think that's why I was able to like stick to things. So let's see, this is 3 days after that picture, and it's just a better angle. So let's see. So yeah, I'm already like building quite a bit of muscle here, like getting pretty thick, I showed these pictures to my cousin back then, and he was just like, that's what I want. That's what I want to be right there. And I was like, I don't know, man. It's still pretty chunky, brother. And he's like, nah, man, that's what I want. This isn't long after my eye surgery, by the way, too. That's why I look all wonky. And that's the other thing, like, it wasn't smooth sailing throughout this whole thing. I had the cancer in my freaking eye. Not a good place to have it, by the way. And then I dropped that butcher's knife on my foot. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about that, but I limped into the gym that night. With one crutch and my foot in one of those plastic things, like all bandaged up and bloody. And I just remember, like, I see the same guys at the gym every night, and they're just like, bro, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I can't skip a day. They're like, what happened? I dropped a fucking knife on my foot. So I limped into the gym, and we got the workout that night and every night thereafter. I think we missed 2 nights throughout this whole thing. 2 workouts, like, in the course of 11 months that I missed. So here is September the 5th. This is, let's see, this is about 2 weeks after the last photo. Already, now I'm actually thinking, like, things are looking pretty freaking good. I've slimmed down a bunch, and now I have biceps for like the first time in my life. I've got like some like actually pretty imposing biceps. The deltoids aren't exactly what I would call 3D, but I think for the average dude, they're pretty big. Traps are looking gnarly. Like already traps are like doing stuff, and there's a lot of androgen receptors in your traps. I think that's a big part of that. And I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great at this point. Like at this point, I'm just so motivated. I'm loving the gym. And I think it was right around this point where, like, after one of our podcasts, Woody was like, are you on steroids? Are you on something? Because, like, he could tell just by, like, I don't know, just, like, me sitting on the show. Like he could tell that like something was up. And I think also like whenever it would come up as a topic on the show, like performance enhancing drugs or like clinics or TRT or weightlifting or anything like that, it kind of became more and more clear that I had been doing a little research. So he caught on right about then. So this is September the 16th. So let's see how much. This is another 11 days later. Getting much thicker now. Now I finally, for the first time ever, have like visible bicep vein. Visible bicep vein right here. And just real thick. Real fucking thick at this point. This is at the point where I'm wearing, this is a large shirt, by the way. I think that's kind of relevant. Like it's, I'm wearing a size large there. It's not like an XL or anything crazy like that. And I'm already like, how big am I going to get here? You know, we're like, let's see, June, July, August, September. And this is September. Yeah, we're like 3.5 months in. And I'm like, we're getting kind of big, boys. We're getting kind of big here. I don't know. We're getting kind of big here. So this is another, let's see, that was September 16th. This is September the 26th. So September 26th, and I'm like, kind of the look on my face is like, all right. Now we're getting leaner. Now we're getting kind of lean here. This is September the 22nd. And again, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, how much do I weigh here? So when I began in June, I was, according to my DEXA scan results, their scale is like a pound off. But according to my DEXA, I'm right around 211, 212 when I started, like on the workout program, like on the TRT and Derek's program, I'm about 212. I immediately went up to 220 or 225 maybe, because we're adding the calories and because of it's like 3 different things that are happening. I'm adding some fat because I'm eating so much. I'm adding some muscle, but that's probably the lowest number. And I'm also like storing water because of like the increased amount of testosterone that's in my system. So those things, those three things are combining to make me look a little puffy, to make me look like really filled out. And it's at this point where I'm getting super fucking strong too. 5 weeks after the last picture. This is like 5 weeks after the last picture. And we getting saucy. We're getting saucy, boys. Like we're getting thick as a fucking Snickers. All right? As Landmark would say, this is frozen Snickers territory. Looking a little chubby in the face, I'll admit. That's because we're eating 3,300 fucking calories a day and fucking pumping iron, though. We've got the bicep vein. Our shoulders are just like a fucking, I don't even know, just outrageous. Super wide. Forearms are starting to kick in now. They're starting to get some veins in the forearms. Like they're getting like thick. Like from here to here is fucking yoked.
The sirens are
not about. This is 12 days later. And even I'm just like, oh my. I like look up to take the picture and I'm like, oh, hey there, gigantic person. Here we are a week later. And had to throw up the double biceps because I was usually when I take these pictures, I feel like I look like a douchebag, but I'm not going for douchebag mode. It's usually like I'm at the gym and somebody's like, "What are you doing?" And so like I'll just send them a picture like this to like show them what I'm up to, and so yeah, I think my biceps look pretty good here. My tris are looking kind of weak.
You're going in this area.
September 22nd of last year, and I got my Fight Milk shirt on. For bodyguards by bodyguards. Also got my Pokemon trainer gloves on before anybody makes fun of them. All right, I gotta catch them all, and I'm not ashamed of it. All right, deal with it. This is the one where I sent this picture to someone, and they were like, "What the fuck?" Someone just said, "Your arms don't look that big, though." I think they look pretty big, dude. I think they look pretty big. I don't know, just me. It looks pretty big, you know? I would take my L-carnitine shot. I would take this Rowelcine, this like over-the-counter pill stuff, and it's another stimulant that's supposed to help with fasted cardio. I take my caffeine, and I would get on the elliptical. And at first I was doing, and this is kind of roughly, but I was doing roughly like 20 minutes a day, which isn't bad at all. But I would do my 20 minutes of fasted cardio a day, and then the weight is beginning to like start coming off at this point. So every picture after this, I am getting leaner and leaner and leaner. So this is the picture that some of you, I'm sure, have already seen. This is 1 month later. 1 month later. And we are just like, all right, we're a different human being now, boys. We're a different... Oh, you want me to flex? You want me to flex for the audience? Yeah, I can do that. He's beginning to believe. It's at this point where I am fucking beginning to believe, and like between like at the end of every PKA, like Woody and Taylor are like, dude, when can we talk about this? When can we talk about it? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not in that great. And I like pop my shirt off, and they're like, what the fuck are you anymore? What is that? Because like there's just veins popping everywhere. This is a month of cardio. And this is a month of cutting my diet from 30, I think I was up to 3,600 calories a day. And this is like cutting it down to about 3,300, 3,200 a day, and getting that cardio in. And another thing I'll say about cardio, not only, the only cardio I did before January of this year was 10-minute walks after every meal. So already at that point, I'm like, we can do it. I'm absolutely beginning to believe at that point. Let's see, that was, oh, I skipped one, boys. I skipped one on you. So like rewinding a month from that, this is where I was. So like I'll do them like back to back. Actually, I think it's kind of fun to show like a progression, right? Hang on, let me get 3 of them open. That's January, February, March. And it's just like, you can see the fat melting the fuck off. And, oh, is my face cam's covering it a bit? Sorry about that. Let me try to help you out a little. Yeah, it's better. All right. So yeah, January, February, March. Okay, like you can see, like, and I want to say this, like, for anybody who's like interested in like getting into this and like doing this, because I know there's plenty of people who aren't in ideal shape, and maybe like, you know, the pandemic was rough. A lot of people, like, you couldn't get out. It was hard to like get your cardio in, and it was rough on people. And maybe you're in a position where you'd like to cut off a little weight. This is easily done. Like, this is easily done. It's just every day you do it again. You don't cheat. I joke about Postmates. Postmates hasn't been on my phone in a year, boys. I don't eat Postmates. I cook every fucking meal I eat. Like, y'all got to understand when something is a bit for the show and something is like a part of somebody's lifestyle, because like, you don't eat Postmates and do this. If you think you can, then you're better at it than I am. And I think I'm okay at it. But this is, like I said, January, February, March. And we're not even there yet. Okay? So let me keep pulling these up. So yeah, this is the end of March. Okay? That last March picture, the one, this one here, this is March 8th, by the way. This is 70 days from the really bulky light blue picture. This is 20 days after that. 20 days after that, and we're like, no longer are we puffy in the face anymore. Like, we've trimmed all the fat away from here. Like, now we've got like visible muscle fiber in our delt. My bicep doesn't have one vein in it anymore. It's got multiples. My forearms are just like fucking dick skin over here, just ripped up with like crazy veins. stomach's gone. All right, like this is where like a love handle would be. It's gone. This is all back now. My back is, you can see here, getting pretty crazy, pretty gnarly, and I'm already like this is not my like blue steel intensity face. This is my, I am in so much pain face. I'm so miserable here because I'm not eating enough. I'm literally starving my body down and just going and going and going. Like I'm at this point, I'm not doing 20 minutes of cardio a day anymore. I'm doing 45 minutes of cardio a day, every day, fasted cardio. And just getting through it is getting kind of hard. I just put my headset on, turn my music on, and I just grind at this point. I'm just grinding away the cardio, and when I get home and like get my shower, get my bath or whatever, I'm so happy it's over. But I know there's a workout coming that night anyway. So it's like you just got to like refuel and get going again. So this is end of March, I believe. Yeah, end of March there. And this is about a week later. So this is a week after that picture. And this is when I was just like, all right, man, I think we might have gotten kind of big, boys. I think we might have gotten kind of big here. We're getting large and in charge here already. We're at this point, we're like tanning a bunch too, and doing a bunch of other nonsense, but getting super ripped in here. Like forearms, biceps, everything. Neck is getting a little thicker. I got my neck thickening salve for that. And we got full 6-pack abs at this point. I mean, we're there. I think this is where a lot of people would like ideally be.
That one's in the
man for life. Somebody wanted to see my fingers for some reason. You fucking weirdo. If I look unhealthy, it's because I am in this picture. I'm not feeling well. This is me feeling awful. This is me feeling terrible. This is me having not had a drop of water for 48 hours and having done about 25 or 30 miles on an exercise bike, and I've taken about 6 or 7 very hot baths. Got those fucking Adonis lines though, boys. The cum gutters, as the uninitiated would say. And they are deep and they are expansive, and they just go right on down to the dick root. I was going to show some dick root. Everybody's been hyped for the dick root, but I can't do it. I can't do it. That's going to be on a different website. And then just, again, just, I think like my weakest thing is definitely my chest, and that has been like my main focus throughout this like current phase that I'm doing right now. I've doubled up on chest stuff. But again, just crazy veins in my biceps, ridiculous striations here in my core, again with the Adonis lines, and forearms just looking nutty, and feeling like dog shit. Just feeling the worst I've ever felt in my life. And when I was done like flexing for these photos, I was like trembling. I was like shaking from like exhaustion and like out of breath. I was so glad it was over. It was like the end of Lord of the Rings or something. It was like, it's finally over. I was so glad when it was finally over. So yeah, that is that. That's that has been what I have been keeping secret for well over a year now. It was an 11-month progress from this to this. Make sure I show you. Wasn't that hard? I'm lying. It was so goddamn hard. It was so goddamn hard. It was so goddamn hard. There were so many times. There were so many times when I wanted to quit, when I wanted it to be over, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, we've come this far. It was one of those things. You want to see legs? There's no way to show legs without like showing you way too much dick, and I feel like it's so douchey. My legs are big. They match everything else. We do a push-pull leg split. So, you know, squat, deadlift, all sorts of Bulgarian split squats and stuff. I'll never have calves like Woody does, though. I don't know how he fucking does it, and I am not taking my shirt off. No, we'll have to wait till I can get donations in here or something like that before I'm gonna start getting shirtless on camera. I don't need that in my life. I'm not a stripper, boys. Like, we may have to open up an OnlyFans or something like that. But yeah, I'm not taking my shirt off. Goodness gracious, not doing that. Next PK topless, maybe. Not a stripper yet. No. Yeah. So yeah, that's been the last. Yeah, TRT. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Pam
Suffers.
How's life outside of prison? Man, it's awfully bright. It's awfully bright out here. It's nice. Nobody telling you when to do things. What does Kitty think about the games? She thinks it's great. She's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, Kyle. Ew. Kyle, you're so enormous.
ねえねえ、私のポケットモンスターと勝負しない？あんた誰？
Please send your contributions now to
fight disease, malnutrition, starvation.
If you would care to confide in me, I should be most honored.
'Cause the fine line between reality and fantasy. Who am I to say?